Hey everybody, just a quick heads up. There was a little bit of a technical issue at the start of this episode, so for about the first 5 or 6 minutes, Jameis doesn't have a mic on. You can still kind of hear him in the background, but we did go ahead and get that fixed. Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. It was just Jameis talking, and as always, he didn't say anything of substance. I'm just kidding, Jameis. But everybody, I hope you enjoy this episode. Sorry about the little technical difficulty, but welcome back. I hope you have a great time. This is a fun episode. Get ready and enjoy. The podcast you are about to listen to addresses potentially sensitive subjects, including violence, trauma, and dark or distressing scenes. The humor is often irreverent and can be quite crass at times. Please note that the jokes made within the podcast are meant for comedic purposes only and do not necessarily reflect the views of the production team. This content is not intended for audiences under the age of 16, and listener discretion is advised. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to Room and Bard. I'm James, your gentle, delicious dungeon mancer, the very stern but handsome dungeon daddy with most of the answers. And joining me today is Senor Solar Flare, Bron Vito playing.
I have absolutely nothing to say to that. Trey Shanda, that's all you're getting from me today.
Also joining us today, the man who brings the chocolate salty balls.
Why are you looking at me when you're saying this?
And
it's
he
not
slaps them on the table for alls. It's Jameis playing
Don Quixote de la Mancha.
And finally,
You know, if you quit smoking over there, you won't have to cough.
But some of y'all don't know is that he chain smokes through our entire experience.
but it's all just
I have to go home and
blunts.
wash.
It's just straight flour.
When we're editing, there's so many cuts for coughs. It's mostly coughs.
Our recordings are like 2.5 hours.
5 hours.
And an hour and a half is cut off, and it's just me coughing or taking bong rips.
Yeah,
Just
there's a James cough cut. Oh, god damn it. Oh, hell, I'm not listening to this episode.
it's a bong rip.
Wonderful. I don't like it.
And finally joining us today, the man who built all the windmills only to have them peppered with bullet holes, Trevor playing.
Adam Driver. Oh, no, Ag.
All right.
He was the man who killed Don Quixote.
I know.
Okay, cool.
But who was the man?
In a town long ago, where the misfits would roam, there stood a tavern, a place to call home. The room and bar where the stories would flow. Respite for the weary and rest for the dreary. The place to be and a place to see, like a flame that never falters. The spirits never die as the nerd dwells and travelers share their battle cries. They raise their glasses high to the victories and defeats in the room and bar tavern where the heart of storytelling beats.
I'm your daddy. What you...
Shit, I forgot that's where we ended. I forgot that's where we ended. Shit. Right. Sorry, I forgot. Trey got irrationally upset when he said, I'm your new daddy. He doesn't know why. Right.
He's like, the guy just bursts into the bar. He looks at you.
I wasn't prepped for that.
I'm your
at all.
daddy.
And Trey was like,
What?
Or at least I'm about to be for the next 3 weeks of your training.
excuse
just-
I'm
me.
the
weeks?
dailiest sack scraper, the Drake Warden of this town, and you are my Drake Wardenlet.
What's a let?
It's a small.
It's what you do to me every time, every day. You make me let down. You let me down. I might still be slightly drunk.
Now you and that cute little clockwork dragon are gonna come with me, and I'm gonna train you into a true, real Mare Drake Warden.
And a Mare Drake Warden?
I meant to say a Drake Warden. I have a lisp that comes out in the beginning of what I say, and it sounds like America.
Do we
Doot,
have to
doot,
wear...
dootin', tootin'. Get your booty scootin'. Let's get out this door.
Can I bring my beer?
You're not old enough to be drinking. This is the Drake Scouts.
He spits some of the beer that was in his mouth back into the big mug.
Boy, I'm gonna beat you senseless if you don't get out this door with your little dragonlet.
Hey,
Okay.
Charlotte, should we
Seltzer, you want to do you think this
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm gonna teach you some cool things I can do with my mouth.
I don't like that.
lucky? Fuck.
like this. And he spits like just a little lightning out and a little smoke, but it like makes like a 6-inch arc that just like shoots forward and separates from him and just like hits the door next to the Drake Warden. It's just like, bzz.
Oh, that's kind of cool, I guess. What? These guys are gonna come with.
Fuck
No,
I'm not.
they cannot.
Everybody slow the fuck down. Where are you, Tim?
I'm taking him out to Scout Reach.
Just walked in here and went, you're coming with me.
It's the version of the Drake Warden Scouts that I myself am in charge of. It's for poor and impoverished Drake Warden 2Bers who cannot afford the general pageantry that comes with joining the Drake Warden Scouts.
Are there badges?
Absolutely not. You get scales.
Oh, okay. I like scales.
Honestly,
That's-
I think
you-
this
right
is-
now
Dressed
you
up
get-
in the really colorful armor, right?
Yeah.
Is it all sectioned off? Like an arm is one color, and
Yep,
then
his arms are one color, his helmet is one color, his breastplate is one color, and his legs are one color. They're all the different colors of the chromatic dragons.
can I just keep like one color for my armor? Or...
Your scales are awarded based on your elemental affinity, the things you can do, and the complicated measure that you took in order to earn it. Now, this one right here, this white scale that's got the big old J on it, stands for joining. You get this automatically for joining. It's kind of like a participation scale.
What do I get for making friendship bracelets? I'm pretty keen on that.
Probably kicked. We're real
I'm not familiar with that color.
Well, you're gonna be. It's black and blue.
Great.
Honestly, I don't think it's that.
Leave
It
me
sounds-
alone with the Scoutmaster. Nothing could go wrong.
You want to go out on all your own.
The Sack Scraper is a trusted name.
You know, I think he might be joining a cult,
I mean, that's...
which is full on. Yeah, I'm proud of him. I mean, he's taken initiative in his life for once.
Everyone needs to do
Exactly,
I
yeah.
think that's fair. You can either
I
climb
don't
the
know what my
ranks-
voice is doing right now. It might be the drunk.
As this is all going on,
I'm just a little drunk, so my voice is. Yeah.
as
It just comes out more coherent.
drunk raccoons are normal.
Sober thoughts.
Yeah.
As this
Well,
is
you
happening,
see, I,
two bipedal fish people walk in behind him and sit down. They're wearing cloaks, but their hoods are down, and they sit down at the bar and they're just staring back towards Charles.
Bipedal fish people?
Yep.
So we see this
Yes.
happen?
Well, you might not. You're a little enamored right now, but the other two, you do. So what do you say we get going here? You got 3 weeks of training before I can release you into the wilds as a full-fledged Drake Warden Scout.
Okay. Do you guys think you're going to be okay without me?
Yeah.
Seltzer and I are going to be gone for 3 weeks.
I'm the
Seltzer,
Drake.
why are you coming with?
I'm your Drake.
Oh!
Where-
Oh, that's what's going. I thought you were gonna get a Drake too,
We're
That-
bonded.
and then we were both gonna get Drakes.
So I got your name
you-
tattooed under my wing.
So,
And he lifts
so
up a wing,
Charlotte.
and somebody's used like a Dremel to etch in your name.
God damn it!
I fed him my own personal silver.
Yeah,
This
so-
is how he repays me?
so
Shit.
all right. So
I'm
Charlotte.
repaying by being able to travel with you for the rest of my days.
So
Yeah, with egg.
Charlotte, here.
Is there
here.
something?
With egg.
Sorry,
Hey,
what was
yeah,
that?
you're good at like disguising and forging and all that, right? What if I kill Egg and then you forge me his identity, and that way I get
Wait, what now?
We can
Seltzer.
talk about this.
All right, I think it's time to go.
Okay.
Get going out here. My voice changes. I've got voice dyslexia.
Okay, so just so we're clear, I'm gonna leave with Seltzer.
3 weeks.
Neither of us is getting a Drake for 3 weeks. Except
You have a Drake.
Seltzer and I are buddies.
Seltzer is your bonded companion.
We're partners.
When the fuck did they bond?
and neither of us is gonna get a Drake.
Correct.
Okay.
You can't have a Drake until you have your Drake badge, and you can only get that after you earn 10 other Drake Warden badges.
I thought you said you didn't have badges.
Scales, you got me talking all backwards here. I was really confused. For a minute ago, my voice was working, but one of your guys' wasn't. I don't know what's going on. I saw the lips move, and I couldn't understand you.
What
Sounds like
about
a stroke to me.
Is leather work like making a short pair of shorts?
Leatherwork is a true skill of any Drake Warden. You gotta know how to patch up your holes.
Okay, I think I'm in.
All right, let's go.
I'll talk to you guys in 3 weeks, I guess.
You owe
Try-
me like 10 silver.
Try not to
What?
die.
I'll miss you too, Charlotte.
We can't milk you for all you're worth if you die. Just remember that.
We tried milking me that one time, remember, and it didn't work.
God damn, I keep on forgetting how much of an idiot you are.
So, what we're gonna do now,
When did we try milking? When did this happen?
I don't know.
while I'm working with them, I want
When he
you
was
to
in
come
the
up.
Bjorn.
I want you to come up with the 10 scales you earn over the next 3 weeks before you get to graduation ceremony.
Okay.
But there's a twist. I want you to roll a d20 for each one you come up with. In any roll that's 5 or less, you fail that badge or that scale, and you have to try again. It'll add an extra day. Any of them that are 5 to 10, you succeed at, but you're average. And if you get any that are 5 to 15, you get an above average scale. And any that, or sorry, did I say 5 to 15? I meant
10 to 15.
10 to 15.
Or
But
11
do
to 15?
10 do 11 to 18. Those are above average skills. And then anything you get a 19 or a 20 on, you get an expert scale in.
Rad.
I want them to kind of fall in line with your like skills. Like if you have like, oh, nature, like, figure something out. Feel free to have fun with it. Make up silly stuff. I don't care. But I will
We'll make up silly things
If
in
you
our
want.
silly podcast.
if you want, yeah,
Can
feel
I?
free.
Here's one. Cotton candy making.
But
Just throwing it out there.
I will find a way to put these onto your character sheet as skills you might be learning now and can access later on.
Wonderful.
So try not to metagame it. Go with what Ag would like.
Killing God.
He failed.
Roll the 1.
The Nietzsche badge. I got a high
But
score.
any of the rolls that do come out 1 to 5, the max you can get is a 10. So like just it takes an extra day and you go back and you just get a moderate pass on it.
Okay.
You can never come back and then automatically like
Is this how you're kicking me off the podcast for the next 3 months?
No.
Because the last 2 episodes we've gone 20 feet.
40.
And they have been your two faults.
Yeah. But no. With any luck, 3 weeks will pass before we're done with this episode.
Wonderful.
Okay.
We'll move another 40 feet this episode.
Naruto would be jealous of our filler episodes. Okay?
Yeah. All right.
We're trying to compete with DBZ here. It's hard, but we're trying to.
Driving car alien buddy.
Ah, geez, Rick.
7.
Okay. Charles.
Yes.
The tavern is alight with energy. There are teens trying to find where the gnome went. The crazy spectacle that just happened of Hidelius Sack Scraper coming in and picking one of your crew has drawn much attention to you. But you do notice 2 creatures are paying more than average attention to you. They're sitting at the bar. They've now drawn their hoods up over their faces, but you can still see their slimy, scaly fish faces looking at you. Give me a perception check.
Bing bong, my bad. Hold on. I need to print my fucking character sheet again.
For the 3rd time.
Shush. 8. Fuck these
They're
guys.
wearing gray cloaks that cover the entirety of their bodies, aside from their fish heads that were exposed when they walked in. You see a little protrusion sticking out of the back, which you think might be their dorsal fins. Other than that, they're completely nondescript, and you see one of them talk to the barkeep, grab a key, and then go up the stairs to a room. They both disappear out of your sight line.
Oh, that's adorable. They must be a couple or something. I don't know.
Trey,
Mm-hmm.
you need to give me a perception check.
All right. Let's see. First roll in 2 weeks. And I'm using the dice that hates me the most.
Give me a 1.
That'd be a 21. I got a 1 in there.
In the corner of the room, you notice that when the teens entered into the room a moment ago to come find the gambling gnome, something scurried in behind them through the open door. And in the corner of the room under a table where you were a moment ago, there is a female raccoon crouched down, nibbling on some discarded food bits.
Cool.
You see her looking at you. She's giving you the raccoon equivalent of bedroom eyes, which I don't know what it would be. I'm guessing her ears are back, and she's like,
But see, now here's the thing. Does Trey have like those feelings? Because all he cares about is like, I have my pet, my Goopy, and then now my son that disappeared that I didn't realize was my son, and now I have
Are
strange feelings about
raccoons
that.
capable of emotion?
yes. Side note, where is your ooze?
Should be on my
because
arm.
it's not on your arm right
Oh.
now.
Fuck. Right. Passed out. We're Charlotte.
The last thing you remember,
Have you seen Tubi?
No.
Oh,
the last thing you remember was Tubi was eating part of the meat wheel, and then the gnome disappeared and Tubi fell onto the floor.
Okay. Trey is gonna get down on all like really low to the ground on his feet and just start scurrying around, looking like using his nose to smell and try to.
As
figure
you
him out.
do, the raccoon in the corner jumps onto all fours, arches her back, and
Trey does it back at her.
Jesus Christ! What the fuck's going on here? You two. What's happening?
Hi,
I don't-
Trey.
Excuse me.
It's been years. Hi. Hello? And you see Tubi. Tubi is nuzzling up on her.
Tubi.
Hi,
Come
Trey.
here. Hi, you.
I got some good garbage over here. Hi.
Oh, I mean, I do like
want some garbage?
Yeah, I kind
I'll
of want
share.
garbage. Okay, yeah, okay.
Who?
Give me that garbage.
Charles is just scared shitless at everything happening here. He wants to ask questions, but he knows he probably won't receive any answers.
Just so you know, Trey doesn't remember who she is at all.
Hi, Trey.
Hi. Who are
Hey.
you?
You don't remember me?
The last thing I remember is waking up in a garbage pit and then I found Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi.
Yeah, Tubi. The ooze. It's bouncing all around you.
To be determined.
Yeah, I thought of that like,
That's Tubi.
yeah. I
Your
thought
guide.
of a guide? No, he's my buddy. I found him in a pit
He's
when I woke
your
up.
guide.
No, he is.
Did you
buddy
forget
pet.
your mission?
What mission? Like I said, woke up in a garbage pit.
He's taken a lot of brain damage over the last
Who's
week
this?
and a half.
Oh, this is hey. This is my
Calm the fuck down.
This is my Are we friends?
Fuck it, sure, why not?
Okay, I guess he's my friend. His
I
name's
was your
Charles.
friend.
Cool. Again, garbage pit, saw Tubi. That's all I know. I've just been trying to find him stuff to eat because he's so cute. And then I blew up a giant ooze. And myself.
She approaches you on all fours,
And I lost an arm.
and Tubi is riding on her back.
Oh, right. I'm
Yeah, you're on all threes.
all threes, not all fours. I'm on all three.
Oh, yeah, that's new.
Yeah,
I
Tubi
guess
ate it.
lost. She puts her paw on your forehead, and you feel the worming arcane energies of a spell. And you can tell she is reading your thoughts and memories. Oh boy. Yeah, you don't remember anything.
Like I said, I remember seeing Tubi, thought he was adorable, and then
You don't remember anything.
that's hurtful. I remember.
So you haven't
Something.
progressed on your mission at all.
You mean mission to find Tubi food? I have, in fact.
Trey, you remembered your name, you remembered Tubi's name, but you don't remember anything else.
I mean, yeah, I remembered my name.
Peculiar.
Yeah,
Human language is weird.
You know, I have a hard time talking this language too as well sometimes. But
Strange.
also, I didn't remember Tubi's name. I thought of it when people asked me what his name
Well, it
was.
was probably just in the subconscious, and you assigned it as it was meant to be.
I mean, yeah, it did sound right when I said it.
And he responds, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Who
mixed up our
would
connection.
respond to not their name?
I mean, it's an ooze. There,
It's your guide.
he's my friend. He's my pal. We
yeah,
share a connection.
Sure. But he was supposed to help you on your mission.
Let's be real. All he does is go and tries to eat things, and I love him for that.
He's not eating things.
He ate a method.
He's sending it back.
No, he full on ate a method.
Yeah.
Like I watched it
It was
dissolve.
a bit of a problem.
Wait, what?
We had to kill it.
I mean,
We were asleep, and all of a sudden,
so he doesn't dissolve things. Does that mean that you guys got my arm as well?
that explains a lot.
Yeah, look, it got infected with something, and I didn't want goblin stuff.
It caused a problem as well.
How? It was an arm.
The infection infected everything it touched. That's why I'm here. I had to
Weird.
come and see if you were okay. We thought this entire world was infected by the stuff you sent back. We were analyzing it. The method, by the way, destroyed most of the lab.
Lab.
Right, you don't remember. Okay. Let me take the next 3 weeks to go over your mission and everything that's happening here with you. It's gonna take a while.
Charlotte, am I hallucinating? Am I so drunk that I'm listening to a talking raccoon?
This reminds me a lot of a book I read once. I think it was called The Adventures of Jason Bourne.
That's a weird name.
It is a weird name.
Was he like constantly being born, and that's why his last?
You know, I made it to like page 5, and I was like, "This is fucking stupid," and put it down.
his mom walking around constantly in labor, and a gun would come out of her vagina. I don't remember what I'm doing. And the mom just be like, "Stop it, Jason! You're not born yet."
And he's like,
I'm being born, Mom. I'm saving the world.
she's like, "Oh my God, you're not even born! You can talk! You're a genius!"
Oh my God, it's Jason Bourne.
Written by Matt Damon.
His true name is Nathaniel Demon, but he didn't want people to know he was a demon. So
No, it's
Demon's
just Damon spelled with an A-E.
Matt Damon.
Damon,
I met Damon.
Nathaniel Damon.
So, you want to come with me for 3 weeks?
Not really.
All right, great. Let's go.
Okay.
Trey
is the weirdest-
What the fuck is happening?
I'm gonna say this right now. Trey might be the weirdest character I've ever played in my life. he's just like, nah, and then he does the thing that people just like, okay.
I love it. It makes railroading you easy. I'm just kidding.
It kind of does.
Charles, your raccoon friend and his raccoon girlfriend scurry out of the building.
All right, I guess I'll just fuck off and die by myself.
You're
Or
now sitting alone in a tavern where a lot of the tavern's attention is on you, as you were a party to the 2 weirdest events most of these people have seen in some time, which is saying a lot. And in walks somebody you recognize.
okay,
You've seen them walking around town, and they seem to be the head of one of the different clans of guards. And he comes up to you. He puts a sack of coins. You hear them jingle down on the table in front of you. I don't know if you know what I know that is to be known, but I'm going to tell you so you do know. We need your help. It's not hard. I just was sent this way by the councilwoman. She said I can trust on you and your friends. I don't see your friends. I honestly don't care. I'm just tired of dealing with this shit. Here's some money. I need your help. It's going to take some time. Come with me.
you had me at the clinking of coins hitting the table. So yeah,
It's going
fuck
to
it.
take 2 weeks and 10 days, which is to say it's going to take 3 weeks.
Well, how fucking convenient, because it seems like everyone's disappearing for a month. Let's go.
All
Fuck
right.
it.
There is a infestation of purple chickens in this town, and I need your assistance to find a few that are invisible, a few that are visible, and a few of them that are wearing magic items like cursed rings and cursed brooches that are spreading chaos. And you can keep whatever you freaking get off of the freaking bodies when we're done with this stupid infestation. Somebody said they're druids. I don't believe them. I don't care. They're causing a ruckus. I can't see them.
Can you tell me as to why me specifically?
The councilwoman said you did a good job at something and you could be trusted. I don't know. Like I said, I don't care. I'm telling you what I know so that you know everything I know, so you know.
You know?
Did she say any other nice words?
Yeah, something about cool hair. I don't care. She said great pants and firm, tight buttocks or something. She might have been talking about the oxen. I zoned out after she started, like, sexualizing. It's a very sexually charged workplace, and I feel harassed every day of my life.
That sounds fucking awesome. I'm in.
No, it's a terrible thing. I'm thinking of filing a violent workplace, like, claim, but I don't have time right now because of these stupid damn purple chickens. I've been told they're purple. I can't see them. I've been told you can.
I guess if I could see invisible purple chickens, that's sure. Why
You
not?
are a mage or something, right? You can cast spells or some shit to find invisibility or something. I was
Mage?
told you have potions.
I mean, yes, I'm a world-renowned alchemist.
Yeah,
sure.
okay, great. We need a world-renowned alchemist for this. Let's go.
Woo, let's go.
Sounds like a trap. What are you again? Oh, that's what we need. All right, get in.
There's
Get
coins.
in, we have the candy.
You have been handed a sack, 500 copper pieces.
Oh, well, that's not. I should have looked in it first. Fuck.
There might be a silver piece at the
Because
bottom.
that translates to what? Like,
5 gold.
yeah. Jesus.
Hey, you get room and board, though. You get to stay in the barracks.
I
But just look at it this way. Charles will, if he's gets room and board, he will be a room and barred.
Roll credits!
Don't ever call me a bard again. I am not a bard.
Okay,
Now, excuse me while I do bard shit.
let's switch back over to Trey. Trey, you have learned some troubling and exciting news.
All right, right now, what I've written down for notes is raccoon female, lab.
Question mark?
Yeah, they all have question marks. Mission? To be equals guide. To be teleports things somewhere. Doesn't eat. Concerning.
You are a member of the Fey Realm.
Okay.
This raccoon here is your girlfriend / lab partner.
Well, it's
I swear, guys, you don't know her because she's on another
I
plane
swear,
of
guys,
existence.
I swear, guys, I have a girlfriend. She just doesn't live here. She
Holy
lives in another form of existence, another plane of existence.
You,
She's not from here.
in a team of awakened raccoons who were wizard experiments gone wrong. You basically were given too much independence and sentience, and being raccoons with opposable thumbs, you got out of your cages and escaped. But you couldn't escape the compound as a whole. It being in the Fey Realm, it was riddled with traps and wild energies, arcane magics and stuff. But you eventually overcame the wizard who was using you. As you managed to learn what common you could and what arcane languages you could, you learned that this wizard was from the material plane, and he was actually in the Feywild on the run. But you had no comprehension of what the material plane was. So you and your lab, which is basically just this wizard's laboratory that you were a subject in, and then escaped with your girlfriend and other raccoons, have overrun this wizard's evil lair in the Feywild.
All right, the lab is called the pit
All right, it's called the Pit.
because it's the trash pit.
Yep.
So
And I mean, at first you guys didn't know what to do, so you did like chew up most of his
Exactly,
books and make bedding and stuff. You realized that you could teleport to the material plane using some of his magic items, but they take a long time to recharge. Like they take months, if not longer, to recharge and teleport another person or being. And you volunteered to teleport to the material plane to research what it actually was and where this person came from, to A, understand more about why you exist, why he existed, and if maybe the material plane is a better place for you and your pack of wild raccoon things to live. Tubi was a member of that experiment as well, but he was a teleportation mechanism for objects. If something went into Tubi, it popped out on the other side of the lab, no matter where Tubi was. At first, you guys used it as a little fun game. You would like throw spoons from one side of the lab into Tubi from the other side, and if it hit Tubi, it would just reappear in your hand at that side of the lab.
awesome.
But eventually, they realized Tubi was not considered a being, as he was a tool, a guide. And so he could go with you and teleport to the material plane. And you were supposed to go to the material plane and use him to send things back that could be studied or explain the material plane for the rest of your lab partners who have never known anything else other than wild bestial nature, and then one day woke up with intelligence and sentience. You are on a quest of self-discovery for yourself in an entire colony of wild, awakened raccoons living in a wizard's laboratory in the Fey Realm.
That's fucking badass. I love that.
This would break this poor raccoon's brain, going from I'm a trash monster that has an ooze that just eats everything, and all I want to do is make my ooze happy.
to you're actually a scientist and you need to get this shit figured out. It's like, what? Excuse me.
Again, it takes 3 weeks to get this information into you because it is just mentally tasking. You don't believe half of it.
And
you need
also-
proof.
I thought that
Brain
was
damage-
kind of a
multiple
cop-out
as-
at first when you were like, it's going to take 3 weeks, and now explaining it, yeah, that would
Yeah,
take...
and
that-
also the
it's on the short end.
yeah, and also
Yeah,
the
this is years of trauma condensed into. Let me tell you a story about who you and what you actually are.
and then you have to add in the multiple forms of brain damage he has suffered
Yeah,
the past,
also-
Oh,
past
shit.
week.
Maybe the fish really did make him smart. Fuck, because he's always been smart.
Fish
You
could've
saw
just
the
been-
family. He saw probably his past life as being a smarty pants. I should have eaten the fucking
That
fish.
or, that or the fish had like essences of the Feywild magic in it, so when he ate it, it made it like kind of brought back a little bit of forms of memory.
Like you
that he
just
didn't
knew that
realize.
you were super smart,
Yeah.
but you were arrogant about it.
I would love it so much if Trey was just an arrogant asshole before, and now he's just like,
The world's your oyster.
It is, yeah.
He could be.
because it'd be a fun. It's like, yeah, he was an arrogant asshole. Then he did something because he thought he was better than everybody, and then it fucked him up so much he became a good person. It's like,
Beautiful.
Cool.
Yeah, that was his downfall, was just being an arrogant
hubris.
prick.
Yeah, hubris.
Glorious.
Cool. Quick question. What is my girlfriend's name?
Her name is Lady Christiana Talltail.
Christiana?
Like Christiana or Christiana?
Christiana.
Spell it?
Like
No
Chrissy Anna.
So CHRIS.
Chrissy, I don't like that. Sorry.
Christiana sounds like a white trash girl name. Like,
Oh, yeah. She's a white trash girl panda.
Like Laura Ann or...
Christiana.
You know, all the ones from that... Was that Ted?
Yeah.
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 Tall Tail?
Like Teresa Lynn, Amber Lynn.
Tammy Lynn, Amber Lynn, Anna Lynn.
That was probably the best part of that whole fucking movie. That was impressive.
Rattling them off.
All right. Cool. Anything else that learn?
Well, just as I'm allowing him to kind of guide his development for this 3 weeks, I'm going to let you guide your development. What are some things you can take away from this information that might have been revealed and unlocked to give you some kind of weird, like, odd, Feywild influence in your life?
Braun Vito, pick how to make nukes.
I don't know how I remember this, but I can make Raytheon knife missiles now? Yes! They are weird!
Hey, Phaetheon.
Raytheon knife.
missiles.
Paladins
Holy
get
shit.
Phaetheon knife missiles. A level
Oh.
7 paladin spell
Holy shit.
summons bright gleaming lights with thunderous energy in the sky to smite a target at a distance.
We've come
Maybe
slicing
the
them.
target and maybe
Maybe
a school.
local school.
We've come
And-
full circle
and-
now.
That's what that's what
It's
paladins
only
get.
been, like,
But then
8
what I get
episodes.
is Phaetheon wild missiles.
Now what's gonna happen next?
I just launch them. I don't know where they're going. That's what
You're-
makes them wild.
Hey,
No, what you
spoiler
get is
alert,
you get
neither
dumb
does
bombs.
Raytheon.
Yeah, neither does Raytheon.
Cut this if you want to, but then all of a sudden for Charles now
I was gonna
he-
have you go through some things.
Well,
here,
I mean,
too.
no, not for the story, but like
Oh.
for what we're talking about, because we've been talking about Raytheon and Fat Tire, is that eventually Charles learns that he actually makes beer better, and he makes a beer called Fat Tire, and then we've come full circle on all of our wanted sponsorships.
What's the name of his beer?
Fat Tire. by-
Fat-
A crisp, refreshing fat tire from New Belgium Brewing.
But we have Phaetheon,
Yeah, Phaetheon.
knife missiles.
I mean, that if that doesn't happen, I fucking quit.
but what? Then we
I'll
have
write
to
that
pun
down.
your beer name.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to pun that.
Fat Cart Tire
No,
Belgian Ale.
no. It would be
Well, fat cartwheel, like wagon wheel.
This is gonna.
Because tires didn't, I don't think tires exist in this.
Yeah, no.
No,
no. But you're an alchemist. It has to be a pun with alchemy because faith
it
is
doesn't have to be a pun.
no, but it'd be funnier.
Well, not like faith, but Phaetheon. Yeah, right?
Yeah, it's
Okay, because
faith.
my
Faith.
brain couldn't figure that out. I was like, which one is it? Faith or faith?
No,
FAETHEON.
We get to pull out one of my dice I rarely get to use.
What's he doing now? Shit whistles.
So now I have to think of actual things that
I said shit whistles, but also shit missiles. fine.
I am writing Faithion knife missile down just so I can remember it.
Faithion knife missile.
But now I had to figure out what would be a fun thing that like a couple fun things that would unlock that from that.
Ballistics?
What are you doing? What is this?
Charles, roll
Shit.
me a d6.
I was really hoping it could take a while. 2.
Pick 2 of the dice I'm holding. For the
Holy
listeners
shit.
at home,
You got
I am holding a D54, 2 D100s, 3 D100s, a D120, and a D, I think this is a D30.
I can pick any 2.
Hands full of balls.
Or sorry, this is a D50.
I can pick any 2.
Any 2.
Let's do a 100 and a 50.
All right.
I would
50.
have won the 120, man. That-
Which 100 do you want? Black and red, solid metal brass, or black and white?
Metal brass. Yeah.
That's a good.
Oh god.
I want to hear it.
You could feel the table
yeah,
drop.
this is a drop from 4 inches.
I want to see
Here,
wood
I'll
chips
pass
fly,
it over there.
Fly over your weird anime lewd divider here. Oh my god, she's so pretty.
All right.
How much did you spend on this thing?
I think it was like $20. I think I got a really good deal on it when I bought it.
I'm gonna find one of these. So what do I need to do?
I need you to roll that.
Both or just
Both.
one? Stop, please. Oh god, how do I know which
The
one
top
it is?
number. The top center.
Center. So there is no like. Okay,
I think so.
45.
45.
That was on the.
45.
I think you have to roll both of them. So roll the
Yep.
other one.
Give me
too.
the other one.
22.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Well, this is silly. In the process of helping take care of this duck problem,
Ducks.
chicken problem, you find 3 things that are of dubious to incredible value.
Okay.
The first one, you find a cloak of the Inquisition.
Hell yeah.
Whenever you break down a door, this red cloak speaks out loud, reminding you of various torture devices you could have at your disposition or disposal. It is always wrong.
Okay, so I'm just gonna reminds me of bullshit. All right.
What was the other number?
45.
That was 45.
Well, shit.
22.
22.
One of the chickens, when you caught it, was hovering in the air. It was hovering on, or it was standing on top of a unworn pair of boots of levitation. These boots only levitate a few inches off the ground when they are not worn.
What's with you and your goddamn worthless magic items? All right, that's fair. So I get worthless boots of levitation?
Sure, if that's how you view it.
I mean, sure, they could be used for something, I guess. Boots of levitation that only work when you're not wearing them.
Quick question: when they're not being.
Okay. What's the difference?
That's up to you to find the mechanics of.
I mean, I guess I could like hold on to them and fly off into the air, like with my hands, but
The final item you found,
okay.
you picked up off the ground after slaying the chicken that had them in its beak. The chicken had fear in its eyes, and it looked almost like an empty husk, like its soul had left its body. In the ground in front of it was a giant chasm, a pit that appeared almost overnight. Some people were talking about the fact there might have been a pyramid there for a moment, and then disappeared, hearing the haunting sounds of what could only be referred to as a mummy lord. Others thought they heard the sounds of labyrinthian minotaurs howling in the distance in the clashing of spears. Some heard the sounds of gold, and one person,
What does that sound like?
gold coins clinking and gems
Oh,
and
okay.
chests being moved, and one person even swears they heard the voice of a god. But whatever happened here, this chicken knows what it was, but it could not speak. But in its mouth, you found a deck of cards.
Oh, shit.
Oh, no. Did you just give me the... No.
In the mouth of the chicken is what can only be described as the combined deck of many things and deck of many fates. Don't write it down.
Okay.
It blinks in and out of existence a few times before you, and you feel the beckoning call to choose a number and then draw that many cards from the deck.
I'm gonna blow my brains out.
You can
Oh,
choose a
no.
number or you can roll for it.
How many cards are in the deck?
I believe
You
it's
should
a
just-
full deck at this point.
It's
I'm
You
gonna
should
double
just
check.
you should just do the entire deck. Fuck it. Go wild.
Ladies and gentlemen, it has been fun to play as Charles Latanius on this podcast. I just want you all to know that I love you all.
You might get a nice little fun guy, or you might, get 10,000 experience.
Yeah, or
Your soul could be trapped in a jewel. And
that's what I'm expecting to happen.
There is 49
avatar
cards
of
in
death.
this deck.
49.
49
And
cards.
I can roll.
You could roll
the D50 and just reroll
well,
on a 50.
I mean, he could roll a D4 or a D6, or you can say a number out loud, and the deck will allow you to draw the amount of cards it feels relevant, because it'll never allow you to draw the full deck.
Let's go 15.
15 cards.
What? I was expecting like maybe 2.
Let's have fun.
That's not fun. That's just death.
Are you sure about that?
Yes. Because in the deck of many things and many fates, there's many more bad
Yes,
things.
I know.
than there are good things.
We're
You
all
want it? Hey.
done.
I'm tired of playing it safe, gentlemen. I ran away from everything because I am a coward.
This is
This
either
is-
a new character or we're gonna come back in after this time skip to a world full of Charlotte.
I've been such a coward.
There is going to be a world-shifting event happening right now.
And Charles has been such a coward that he's been relegated to killing chickens for the village. So I'm tired of
I
being
see
a
what it is.
coward.
It was you got so pissed at killing chickens, you're like, fuck it.
So, okay, while we're waiting for this to occur, let's just go over here and talk to Trevor, specifically Egg. Tell me about your scales you earned.
So it took me 2 extra
I'm just going to sit here and shuffle this deck the whole time. I'm going to make sure this form, this exact draw has never occurred in the history of mankind before.
You wanted to play the game. We're playing the game.
Oh, I'm excited.
Yeah. Me too.
You sound
I
so
picked-
angry.
The table raised about 1 inch.
That was an aggressive. I'm excited.
I picked 5 one time and I thought I was fucking crazy. And let's put it this way. I got 4 really good ones, 1 really bad one.
That's the equivalent of when you're
It's
like, should we get prize for the table? We could be crazy, get some prize for the table. I brought meth.
Let's put
All
it this
right.
way. It's in our second
Okay.
season. Second season,
These-
Room Bard. I
the-
did the crazy thing with it.
These are the scales that
Read 'em
Egg
off.
did. I'm going to read from the lowest number that I got to the highest, and you might be thinking, oh, it sounds like a lot of useful things are in that low number, and yep, that's right. So woodworking was a 4. Stamp collecting was a 6. Genealogy was a 5. I have a hyphen there for finding parents.
They might not exist in a couple minutes here, but
Classifying magic, 6. Detection from Paws McGruff, 8.
you just part of that 3 weeks was you in the bunk reading Paz McGruff
That's
comics.
what I was thinking, yes.
Yes.
Archery, 10.
Okay.
Dragon calligraphy, 12.
Okay.
Safety, 16. Gardening, 17. And weather, 18.
Okay.
I think that 4 you can re-roll because it's under 5.
Yes.
No, that's just a fail, wasn't it?
No,
it was
anything that
you
takes an extra
you
day.
re-get it.
just takes
it
an
takes
extra
an extra day, and it just comes in. He doesn't even re-roll.
Oh.
It comes in as a moderate skill, so it's a 5 to 10.
Okay, cool.
So
So I'm a moderate at woodworking.
yeah, basically you carved a snake, and you're like, I can woodwork.
It's a worm.
Meanwhile, Hidelius is sitting there like, you didn't do anything. You just took the bark off a stick.
So I did try to model those off of Boy Scout badges.
Okay.
And just so you all know, nuclear science is a Boy Scout badge, and I almost took that
I'm
shit.
aware it is. There is also a really fun story about the nuclear Boy Scout, which is not related.
No. Can I ask a quick question about my stuff?
Yeah, let's go.
Is it just knowledge that I unlock, or is it?
I mean,
skills?
skills. So, like,
So
what I'm letting
I-
him do,
so I
you're unlocking the knowledge, and that knowledge can give you like a new skill or something.
So, and
without
theoretically,
breaking the game.
yeah.
Although, I guess it doesn't matter at this
No.
point.
Theoretically, I could.
Charles!
Theoretically,
You
I
wanted
could
to
learn-
play this game.
Yeah. Theoretically, I could learn how to make some things because there's 2 things that I think I can make that'd be really funny.
An arm?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can I? Can I learn how to make a mechanical arm?
I would say you have a chance of learning bioengineering.
Ooh, okay. Because
Because what I'm going to make you do is at the same thing. We're going to have you roll for these.
all right. Because then, what would you consider a grenade? No, a smoke bomb that just produces what?
Flashbang?
No. What's it? These are two useless things that I just think would be fun.
I
to
love
do.
it.
What's that cantrip that like just sparkles?
Oh, fudge. Yeah, I know what you're.
I want to say dancing lights, but it's not that. It's pretty much. It's kind of like a distraction. So there's no smoke. He just throws it, and then it just like sparkles everywhere.
Yeah, you're
and then
basically
that can scurry away.
You're making like a ground flower firework.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one is grenade or wand of polymorph that only lasts a second. And it's a random polymorph, so he can polymorph someone, but they're only whatever it is for a second.
I would allow you to change that to 1 round, so
1 round?
6 seconds.
6 seconds? Okay, just because I think it'd be funny
So
to be like...
so that mechanically we can do something with it.
Yeah.
But it's not super overpowered, and I would say that once a target's hit by it, they're immune for 24 hours.
All right. I would have to... What type of skill would you think that... Would that just be...
I mean, these are crafting skills.
Yeah.
So
that would be...
dexterity based.
Getting 1 arm, I have disadvantage on it.
I mean, yeah. But you might roll well once
no,
on your craft bioengineered
I
arm.
was going to say
Make the other arm
bioengineering is 1. That's 1 skill. But then it would be like... would it be gadget making?
Yeah, I would
Like
take a look at
Fey gadget.
I would read up on Tinker Gnomes.
All right. I'll just put Fey gadget.
One of the gnome sub races gets the ability to like gadget. I would read up on that and I would give that to you.
All right. I'm just naming it Fey gadget
Yeah,
for now, just because
it's not going to be the same as what the gnomes get because they make little clockwork things, but you're making like Fey influence.
Yeah, that's why it's like it sparkles because it's Fey magic, and then
it sparkles and it needs to have like a smell with it because the Feywild's all about sensory impact.
Yeah, and then what else is more chaotic than a random polymorph that you can? So they could theoretically polymorph into a dragon for 1 round,
or a Torask,
or a Torask
something.
for 1 round. It's like it's random.
Yeah, it's not always.
It's not
most
always
of the time, it's probably not going to be helpful.
No, it's just like maybe they turn into a pot plant, maybe they turn into a god. Who knows?
Yeah. All right. Charles
Okay,
Latanius Octavius Caligula III.
Are you boys ready to party?
I have 2. I'm rolling.
Yeah.
for
Here's how we're going to do this. I'm going to let you draw these cards.
Okay.
But you are going to place them in a line in front of you.
Okay.
And then stack them up in the order that you drew them. So the first one is on top.
Okay.
And then you're going to hand that stack to me. And I'm going to reveal those cards to you.
Okay.
I'm handing you a physical stack of cards here. It has been shuffled quite a bit. You are free to shuffle it yourself a couple times if you wish.
Nope.
Please pass that down to Octotentacleus. I think everyone at the table needs to shuffle it once.
Okay, fine. Go ahead and cut it.
So is the rolling the same as what his was, like the numbers?
Yep, same number things.
I rolled them.
I'm about to change the
Bioengineering,
world.
I got a 19.
Oh shit, you got a
I got an expert on that, but then Fey gadgetry, I got a 16.
Wonderful.
okay, so
Can't
still
wait.
expert.
Surprisingly,
Or
surprisingly,
still
I did
like
really good.
I'm gonna-
I would say
But that's more
let me
so
let me do it
sincere
like
in
this.
that.
The
I'm about
the
to
top
change
mastery
the
under that
world.
expert, then moderate or just adequate,
But
and then under that
I'm
just
gonna
a
power
failure.
level
I was gonna say,
10
I only have
times,
2 skills,
and
that
then
I
I'm
thought
going
of.
to get my soul trapped, and then that's
It's
it.
gonna be the death avatar, or you're gonna be at the DM in the next 10 minutes. One
Did
of
you
the
already
two.
shuffle?
I
Oh,
already
okay.
shuffled it.
All right.
Let's do a little baby cut.
Oh, all right. So everyone at this table has shuffled the deck of many things and the deck of many fates together.
I would laugh so hard if the first
we
card
need
is
to
traps
pray?
his soul.
So I'm going to
Just draw. I think it's one at a time.
2,
Yep.
3,
Yep.
4,
Yep.
5, 6,
Yep.
7,
Okay.
8. Oh
Yep.
man, I'm starting to feel the weight of this. 9, 10. What have I done? 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
God,
Okay,
I'm hoping
now
one of those
leave it
is
in
a
the order
wish.
it's in
It
and
is.
bring it back to me.
Here, pass. Nobody look.
Okay. Now
Nobody-
give me the rest of the deck.
No.
Yep.
I want them.
Give me the rest of the deck. Don't shuffle the rest of the deck.
Because I think there's some fake cards that is like draw another card, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that's going right there.
What
Do they randomly take place at random times?
They happen in order.
I know.
Instantaneously.
Yeah, I know. It'd be so fun to be like, now I have these for the remainder of the campaign. And
I'm
I
getting
will do
Death
it.
Avatar right off the bat. I'm very.
It's gonna be the
stoked
star.
You gotta.
So here's how this is going to work. There are some of these cards I will not reveal to you because you don't get to know immediately they're happening.
on it. Oh yeah. I forgot that might be a thing.
Yes, because there are some things that make an effect in the world, and then they go into play, but you are not aware it has started.
Syphilis didn't exist until you drew this card.
Just remember, though, we are protected by the god Wawa.
I don't.
I'm
think
just
so.
saying.
I mean, he's
anybody
got
help.
a great point. Is we
have a
by
literal
Wawa.
god by us. He might help us.
I don't know. If
The first card is not revealed.
great. I've made
The
the game.
second card is not revealed.
I've made the world a worse place. I'm super sorry.
The third
Third car?
card.
If you get 10,000
Brian.
experience and just like level,
Brandon.
Charles
Yes,
Latanius.
Sorrento.
Yeah.
You get a strong urge to create a remembrance, very strong remembrance of someone that your party has encountered and has died or been killed by you. Who is it?
I have a strong remembrance.
Yes. Remember somebody that has either died at your hand or in front of you or that you know of that has died in the history as long as you like can picture that person or somebody you've killed. Who is it?
who the fuck did we kill? What was his name again?
Oh, F.T. Barnum?
Yeah, it should be FT Barnum.
F.T. Barnum.
That makes me hilarious.
Yeah, no, that I was like trying to rack my brain. I was like, there was somebody important. Perfect.
Okay, F.T. Barnum. I want you to tell me a couple of his personality traits that you are actually aware of. Tell me what do you know about F.T. Barnum?
He's
Fucked raccoons.
yeah, boisterous, fucks raccoons.
Smell.
Kind of.
shower.
Yeah, he had bad hygiene.
He was a nice guy.
Boisterous,
quote, unquote.
boisterous and loud. Little, probably overconfident. I mean, considering he got fooled by 3 fucking idiots to have a no magic night. So
Now-
probably secretly stupid as shit.
If you could change one thing about like his personality, what would it be?
That he wasn't an evil piece of shit.
Didn't try
Jameis,
to-
in front of you as you draw your third card, the ground erupts.
I would have went with hygiene. Like he was actually hygienic.
The ground erupts. The earth begins quaking. Everyone in town is stirred into silence. And the gates open. And through the giant cogwheel vault door, a partially decomposed F.T. Barnum walks in. And every step he takes, his body molds back to its living self. And you see him wave. Hello, friend. It's been some time, and I'm glad we can catch up.
Jesus fucking
I
Christ.
would love to tell you the good news.
Yes?
Let's go grab some tea.
Sure.
But before he can approach all the way, you have a compulsion to continue drawing your cards.
Okay. Fuck.
You have
me.
drawn the Revenant. One person, character, or creature is resurrected,
Yeah, I figured.
and an aspect of their personality has dramatically changed.
Ooh, F.T. Barnum in the party. F.T.
You-
Barnum in
you
the
should have
party.
changed the fact that he wants to fuck raccoons.
Trey will manage, okay?
I would
it's
say
fine.
hygiene. That's probably the biggest thing.
I'm morally good now, but I still want to get it on with a small mammal.
Yeah, well, you know what? If I say he's not evil, then at least he's going to ask for consent, and that's pretty
He's gonna
fucking
fuck
cool.
that animal ethically.
Charles Latanius.
Attaboy.
Ethical
right.
bestiality.
Charles Latanius.
He wrote the book. Yes.
Again, think of another creature, person, entity, somebody alive this time. Who is it?
Seltzer.
If you could choose Seltzer's fate, end and be final in any form, what would it be?
Meaning, like, choose how he ceases to exist?
No. Choose his life. Lay out his life right now. Give me the 3 big sticking points of what he accomplishes in life, how he gets there, and then tell me how it ends.
I'm going to say heroic. I'm going to say full of love. And I'm going to say that longevity.
It never ends.
That
He
it never ends.
Omnipotent. Immortal. Omniscient.
Write those down.
Shit, what did I even say?
Heroic, longevity, and full of love.
Yeah, full.
And make sure
That
you
was
put
wholesome.
make
What
sure
the
you put
fuck?
Seltzer's
Because
name
I love
above
him
it.
so fucking much. Okay, what?
Make sure you put Seltzer's name above it.
And then full of love. Okay.
You have drawn the Weaver. Choose a character. You determine that character's final destiny. You do not know when the fate will come to pass, but it becomes certain and inescapable.
It would have been so fun if you would have.
You
said
have
egg.
cursed him to immortality.
Oh, how
It said it.
horrible.
Longevity.
He said never ends.
He did say never ending.
Maybe he's a clockwork dragon.
Yeah.
I mean, he
Like,
already
let's-
was pretty much immoral.
That's fine. Continue.
What level are you?
3.
You're now level 10.
How much experience do you have at level 3?
Fuck.
It would be 1,000 something because I have 1,091.
So I'm around there.
Drop down. You have drawn the Fool. Lose 10,000 experience. If losing that much would cause you to lose a level, instead lose just enough to remain at your current level at minimum experience.
Which I think is
Draw another card.
so he has to draw another.
So you have to add one.
I'm adding one to the bottom of the stack.
So I'm what, level 1 now?
No,
No,
you're still level
level
3.
three.
You just have no experience.
I think it's you have 1,000
Oh,
experience.
duh,
That's
yeah,
the minimum you have. Oh no, 900. I think, isn't it?
I have no fucking clue.
All right, I'll take it.
Milestone, baby.
Things
Right,
could
that's
be
like-
worse. I'll take it for what it's worth. So
Just so you
I
know,
don't
that-
like the face you just made.
flat 0 XP level 3. This what I'm writing is probably wasted energy.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
just
What
so you
happened?
know,
Yeah, just
that
so
was
the
only 4
listeners
of
know,
16
James made a
now.
face like Gilbert Gottfried stuffed his mouth with Sour Patch Kids and looked.
he's only a quarter of the way through the.
See,
cards.
I mostly picked 15 because I know that James is a masochist DM. Was going to enjoy all of this very thoroughly.
Oh, I'm enjoying it.
I'm like, you
fully
want to play
erect
the
right
game? Let's
now.
play the game.
Pick a being in the universe that is alive.
Pinto.
I mean, it could be a god.
Yeah,
it could be
Wawa.
the Wawa.
Yeah, I'm picking
It
Wawa.
took me a second. I'm like, wait. Oh, you guys missed that joke. It was good.
Pinto.
You,
Yeah,
you
Pinto.
just missed the god that I picked.
In the distance, you hear the death throes of a dog.
Did I fucking kill Wawa?
You have drawn the Scorpion. Kill any one thing, no matter who or where.
You killed the Gawawa.
You fed him grapes.
Charles, you have killed a god.
How much XP would that be?
Oh, you don't get the XP. You now are cursed with all of the prayers sent to the god Wawa, forever emanating into your thoughts, slowly driving you insane.
Okay, that was going to happen anyways, so that's fine.
This is such a fucked up episode. Oh my God.
Cursed with Wawa prayers. Okay.
So, just with how many cards he decided to draw, he could just kill all of us.
Charles Latanius, you have drawn the Skull.
Okay.
This card has summoned the Avatar of Death.
Yep.
And you must battle it alone or die.
Yep. I know.
The Avatar appears in front of you.
God, I didn't
A
wanna do
floating
this today.
skull with a cloak behind it rests, hovering over the head of F.T. Barnum. It whispers in your ear a cold, eerie death. You hear it. I will wait for you to complete your destiny, and then your destiny will lie with me. Nothing will save you, Charles, my new victim.
All right, fuck it. I don't. All right. What do you mean by that?
Your next card.
Great. Oh, I don't have to fight him first.
Nope.
Cool.
The next card
No,
is
he said he's going to wait.
The next
Oh,
card
duh.
is
I
not
wasn't listening.
revealed. It goes into the oops pile. Next card.
Where are we at?
7.
Jesus.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9.
Oh.
Okay,
I
thank
can't-
God
There
it's
are
almost
there
over.
are 3 unrevealeds, 3 reveal or
3
Yeah,
reveals.
but you had to draw one
Yeah,
from the
yep.
fool.
Okay.
So keep going. Keep going.
how do you feel about snakes?
Like Charles as a character.
Yeah, how does Charles feel about snakes?
Indifferent.
A large serpent erupts from the deck itself.
He doesn't like
and
snakes.
wraps around your arm, curling up you. Its tongue flicks into your ear as you feel a deadly venom dripping from its fangs. Egg or tray? You choose or I choose for you.
No. Oh, I've made some choices.
Why are you flicking me off?
I don't like snakes.
See, that's now my personal life is now bleeding into this because I don't want to pick egg because Trevor doesn't like snakes.
I don't like snakes either, but I'm okay. Just pick
All
Trey.
right.
Fine.
Just
But
pick
I don't
Trey.
want to pick Trey because his story's getting really fucking cool. Trey.
Flip a coin.
Trey, you are in bed with your girlfriend, who you now remember to be your soon-to-be fiance. You have actually crafted a ring from the first garbage you have made with her when you
Quick.
first escaped the laboratory.
Quick, James.
Yeah?
If you kill Trey, I will strangle you. Just so you know.
Don't! I'm not
no.
killing anyone!
You're the DM. You can make DM magic. Just so you know. Go ahead. Go ahead. Where's the knife at?
In one of your little raccoon pouches on your vest, you are fingering the ring, thinking if maybe this is the time now that you've been reunited and you remember, and you're on the material plane. You could just leave and start a new life. You have all these memories, and you also remember the time when you did first break out of your cages and she was scared in her cage, and you comforted her by entering her cage and drawing her out, giving her a sense of peace and a semblance of normalcy. And it was at that moment when she looked up to you and she nibbled on your little paw and she licked your ear, grooming you a bit, you realized you were in love with this raccoon you had been caged next to for as long as you could remember in this disgusting laboratory. One of the only things that gave you peace and hope to go on living another day through the torturous experiments of this wizard. And as this happens, you feel the cold scales of a snake slithering around you. And before you can react, it has you in a death grip. You can't get out. And it worms its way up to your ear, and it hovers over you, and its noodling head hovers over your soon-to-be fiance, and it goes back to you.
Hey there, buddy. You're a cute little thing.
Shh. You're not going to want to wake her for this. And it sinks its fangs into your neck. You can't speak. Your body becomes paralyzed, and the snake lets its two inch-long fangs come back out, and you see the venom dripping off the tips of them, and you feel your blood grow cold. You feel it congeal inside of you. You begin having chest pain. Your mind begins racing as it's starving for oxygen. The snake slithers backwards off of one day, and it disappears. And you realize you have been afflicted with a deadly poison that can only be prevented with a wish spell, or you will die in 24 hours.
Fuck.
Well, good thing you
Charles-
have seven
Yeah,
more
right.
cards.
I got
Charles
seven more cards
Latanius
to
has drawn the serpent.
Okay.
All right, well, I have 7 cards to save.
Bron Vito. switch your
Next
thing
card.
to,
Oh man, what a great spot would it be to just end the episode here.
I mean, you could be an asshole about it.
All right, Charles Latanius.
I made a fucking mistake. I thought this would be cool in a way.
It's great. I don't know what you're saying.
I knew that this deck was fucked, but like I didn't. God damn it. Okay.
In front of you, time stops.
Sick.
Everybody stops moving. The
Cool.
Avatar of Death is still active and still there.
Mm-hmm.
And you hear him whispering, "You can't escape me.
I didn't
will-
fucking plan on it.
I
I'm
will
ready.
always follow you, and
Okay.
I will be wherever you are until our battle is complete."
Okay, fine.
But in
Jesus.
front of you, a stone arch appears, shimmering at first like blue crystalline water and then taking a solid form. You hear angel songs in the distance, and the archway forms a copper door lined with a motif of all of the gods in all of the planes. You have drawn Aperture. An interdimensional portal appears in front of you, leading to any one place of your choosing. It remains open for you to return back through as many times as you wish for 1 hour.
Where would I go?
Next card.
So now we have to figure out how he's gonna fuck Egg over.
You have drawn the
Syphilis.
Stag. Choose one being to designate as your quarry. This being can be anywhere, anytime, as long as it is alive. If you find it and kill it, you immediately gain a level.
Just any being of sorts?
Yep. And you always know the location and status of your quarry.
Sir Reginald Tiny Townus.
You immediately have a vision of Sir Reginald Tinytownus.
Hell yeah.
You know exactly where he is.
Fuck yeah.
And you know he is shit-faced and balls deep in a gnomish hooker.
That sounds about right.
He is still wearing a rhinestone cape while performing the act, but has disrobed all other clothing.
Classless.
On his
Like
fingers,
a rhinestone gnome bard.
on his fingers, he is also wearing magic rings, and the rings are all, what is it called? Engrammed, when they're like a letter.
Anagram?
Yeah, and they spell out biggest nomus dickus.
How many fingers does he have?
Well, he's got layers of rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
Had I
I was
known,
like, what the fuck?
had I known that this was going to be the outcome, I probably just would have chosen myself so I could kill myself to gain a level and just never have to worry about things
If
again.
you had to classify your alignment, what would it be?
Truly chaotic, like neutral. Pure neutral, like just whatever.
You have drawn balance. You are now lawful neutral.
Fucking gross. Boo, now I can't do crimes. Son of a bitch.
You can still lawful just means that you can do crimes as long as they're lawful. It's just you're following some form of code.
Aftercast.
I guess.
It could be your code.
Charles
we have-
Latanius.
Yeah.
4 more cards.
Out of the portal in front of you walks a tall, lithe, elven woman with grand wings, the color of autumn.
Yes.
Hello, Charles.
Hello.
I am here to offer you a gift of sorts. I am Titania.
Oh, hello.
I am the queen of the Fae.
Interesting. Yes. What do you need or want or have?
I will give you one of two options.
Okay.
Technically 3. And you can choose how you wish to use them.
Okay.
First, we will make an accord. Beep, beep. You must
It's a Honda.
you must trade me something of immense, personal, extraordinarily precious value. It could be years of your life. It could be something physical. But if you do, I offer you in an exchange. You are currently wielding something I created. The Deck of Fates is my magnum opus. I will let you draw 3 cards from the top that you have yet to see and have yet to touch, and you can choose one of them and put it into the motion of the fates. Or I will let you see the next 3 cards you have drawn and choose one to discard and never have to suffer its consequences.
Meaning like
Or-
the next one is coming up?
You
or-
have 3 cards left to draw.
Okay.
Or you can choose none of this, and I will simply go away, and you will retain all that is precious to you, my new child.
So I can look at the next 3 or the last 3.
You can look at 3 you have already been granted by fate,
Okay.
or you can look at the 3 that you have yet to touch on top of the deck.
And
So
I can discard one of them.
You can discard one of the ones you have already drawn, or you can select one that you have yet to draw.
I would like to because I'm not metagaming. I'd like to think that the snake wasn't a good idea. So can I get rid of the serpent? I don't want that to happen.
It is already twisted into fates.
Fucking
You
dumb.
cannot.
And I hate it. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Would you wish to accept the accord?
Sure.
What is the precious thing you offer to me? I would like to line my halls with it. I will put it on a pedestal and display it to all the guests.
So, Charles is going to go ahead and he's going to look at his staff. And he's going to look at this elven woman. He's like, it may not look like much to you, but I was only raised by my grandmother. My parents didn't want me. They were ashamed of the fact that I was either elf or human and wanted nothing to do with me.
Yes, a
I'm-
fate born unto many of our kind.
And my grandmother was the only one that took pity on me, and she ran off halfway across the world, and I never saw my parents ever again. And she made me this little staff because I liked to play wizard as a child. And it's the only thing I have left of her. Everything else was gone. It was taken. So this means a lot to me, and I don't know if it'll mean much to you. But this is all I have to offer in terms of physical things.
Are you speaking the truth?
Yes. Like for the first time this whole game, yes.
I was wondering.
She
this.
touches the top of the staff, and you feel the arcane essence of another god influencing your life. And she takes the staff, She holds it in one hand, weighing it. Yes, I will take your arcane focus from you. You will never again be able to cast with an arcane focus.
Okay.
And she takes the staff, and she says a word, and it vanishes, leaving just a little bit of wood dust, sawdust on the ground. Which option would you have, Charles Latanius?
Reiterate the options again. So get rid of one that...
You have 3 cards remaining that you have already drawn.
What about...
You can look at all 3 of them and choose one to ignore. Or you can look at the top 3 cards of the deck that is still there, and you can choose one of those and make it happen.
I'll do the first one.
Charles Latanius.
All 3 are bad.
I'm going to let you look at these cards.
Okay.
And I want you to voice, because you as Charles are now getting to see fate as it is to be in front of you.
I hate it, but continue.
You must keep them in the same order they are in, but you can choose one of the 3 cards here and cause it to never be.
Okay.
But I want to know what's going through Charles's mind,
Okay.
because I can promise you it will be a moral quandary.
Okay.
I am passing the cards down.
Do you want me to read them out loud
Yes,
then and
yes,
everything?
yes, absolutely.
So
This is an audio format.
So the first one is the void. Your soul is ripped from your body and contained...
Wait, hold on. You're reading them in the opposite order.
My bad. Should I just continue with that? Do you want to cut?
No,
Okay.
just...
All right. The fates. Reality's fabric unravels and spins anew, allowing you to avoid or erase an event as if it never happened. Donjon. You become entombed in an extra-dimensional sphere. You remain imprisoned until you are found and released. You can't draw again. And your soul is ripped from your body and contained in the object. You cannot be restored to your body without the object. So the first card is the fates. I'm
Yep.
going to keep that.
Yeah, okay.
I'm going to go ahead and get rid of the void.
Okay. Send the cards back to me, please.
Okay, so there's the 2.
So he did manage to draw the donjon, but then the one he got extra was also a bad one.
Yes.
But at least the donjon is...
You have an incredible sense of dread upon you now. You know what is in store for you and what will happen in the next moments of your life. Your alignment has also changed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you pick up the next card?
Yes.
As you do, Titania looks at you, places a hand on your shoulder. You have made the choice I would have made in your shoes. May it weigh heavily upon your soul. And she steps through the portal. She disappears, but the aperture still remains in front of you.
Okay.
You draw your next card. It's the Fates.
Mm-hmm.
You may undo one event as if it never happened.
I wish I'd never drawn from this deck at all.
He monkey pawed you, bitch.
That's where we'll end this week's episode.
Because now James is like, how the fuck do I encounter that? Because I want this shit to happen.
We're going to go into the aftercast with
dear
this.
listener?
We're
Are
gonna
you
go into the
sweaty
aftercast
right
with this.
now? You know what would help a crisp, refreshing fat tire from New Belgium Brewing?
Oh,
Are you angry that I just wasted a half an hour of your life? Raytheon can solve all your problems.
Or
Or in
innocent
the-
schools.
And Raytheon has come out with a new line of world protection called the Raytheon Knife Missile. It's like the Raytheon Knife Missile, just a lot more chaotic.
It's only for fairy tale
Oh,
characters.
shit.
All right.
I know what I'm going to do.
That's fine.
Join us next week on Rumenbard. Oops. All deck of many fates. Where
Everybody gets a deck of fates now.
Wonderful.
I also do want to. Well, this will be aftercast stuff.
Yep. All right. If you have not yet become a Patreon member, head on over to patreon.com/Rumenbard. We have free and paid tiers available. You get bonus content, extra cool stuff, access to the Smokecast.
Smokers cut.
What else do we got? I don't think we have anything to announce right now. Thanks for all the people that came up to me at 2DCon and said they loved the podcast. That was really cool.
Did that actually happen?
Yes, I had a
Yeah,
handful
we
of
haven't
people.
really talked.
Why the fuck would you say that on mic?
Because it's never happened to us.
Yes, it has.
I'm trying to get the pity.
Don't get the pity.
No.
Let's lean into the fact people actually listen to us and like our content somehow.
That's pretty much more. I'm more. Never.
What does that even say?
Cease, please.
I also handed him one that said cease and desist.
No,
please.
never. No,
All right,
it's-
but as
I'm
always,
I'm
thank
more-
you so much for listening. Come
I'm
on
just
over to
more surprised.
Patreon and listen to our morning aftercast where we talk about this episode. It's the podcast after the podcast about the podcast you just heard. And as always, I'm James, your daddy smack'em bat'em.
I'm Vito, the concerned citizen.
Jameis, big brained.
I'm Trevor. Pedro Pascal is a handsome man.
Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Room and Bard Tavern. I am James, your dungeon mancer, the purveyor of this fine establishment. We're going to take a look over here at our message and quest board, and today we have one message, and it is from Andrew, and it says, when looking for rocks, be sure to taste your rock first and sort them by taste, rather than color. All right, everybody, if you want your own message read here on the quest or tavern board, head on over to patreon.com/roomandbard and find out how.